sana lang na mapakita niya bakit niya ginagawa to, and na it's not for any vindication of anything. It's not to single out someone because that will be unconstitutional. And sana this applies also sa local government units because as our friends in media know, even in Davao City, meron mga 37, I think, that tested positive sa drug test, random drug test sa isang department. So, sana this applies to all, hindi lang mag-single out. Sana lang po madepensa niyo yun in the committee, in the floor, in front of everyone, and not pass it on to another congressman dahil bill niya po to. So, yun, sana po madepensa niya at magpakita po siya dito sa Kongreso.
Again, lilinawin namin, no, para sa amin dito, maganda yung intensyon ni Congressman Paulo Duterte. Having said that, mas excited po kami na makasama siya sa committee hearings. Pag pinatawag na to ng tamang komite, excited po kaming makasama siya. Maging malinaw po tayo doon.
Time to go after one person for personal reasons. Huwag ka na lang siguro mag-congressman kung yan lang po yung gagawin nyo.
Before we open the floor for media questions, let us give our honorable guests to give their short opening remarks.
Good morning to everyone. Welcome back sa ating Young Guns Tuesday. Medyo matagal-tagal tayo nawala. As usual, we'll just take in your questions about concerns. Kung gusto nyo naman about love, nako. May dalawang single po dito. Baka gusto nyo sila naman yung gawan nyo ng kwento. But thank you to our media friends. We're up to ready to take in your questions for today.
Good morning sa ating mga kaibigan sa media. The Young Guns are here and we're ready to take on your questions. And excited din po tayo kasi mamaya darating na yung ating mga Olympians. Mamayang 6:00 ang dating nila. So we're very excited for that also.
Good morning po sa ating mga kaibigan sa media. It's good to see you all again on home turf. We're excited to have your questions and I hope we'll be able to elucidate more on them. Salamat po.
Maayong buntag kanatong tanan. It's been a while. And, we welcome all questions that you bring forth. Again, in the spirit of transparency, we'll answer each and every question with utmost transparency and honesty and based on at least what the House sees, the particular issues or maybe legislative movements that are being circulated. So again, thank you everyone for this opportunity.
Maraming salamat po. Tina Panganiban Perez from GMA 7 for today's first question.
Good morning po. Si Congressman Paulo Duterte po ay nag-file ng bill para po sa mandatory random drug testing every 6 months for all elected and appointed government officials. Tapos meron din pong provision doon for voluntary drug testing for everyone running in elections. Ano pong masasabi niyo doon? Maybe we can start with Kong Migs as Vice Chair po of the Civil Service and Professional Regulation Committee.
Parang wala akong choice. Ako talagang inuna mo, Tina, ha?
Yes po, ma'am.
Well, with any legislator naman, they're welcome to file bills, right, that they deem fit. But as a legislator, I hope lahat naman tayo, as legislators kami dito, alam naman namin yung mga rules na we file, not just to file, but the intent is good, and I hope the intent for this is good. There is a Supreme Court case already that deemed unconstitutional a mandatory mandatory drug testing if it's going to be deemed included as one of the qualifications for a candidate kasi yung Constitution naman naglalagay nun. But sana po, no, madepensahan niya to. And maganda po yung intent niya. And to defend this, you have to be able to attend the committee hearing and not pass it on to someone else. So, if this is his bill, we respect it. It will go through the process. sana lang na mapakita niya bakit niya ginagawa to, and na it's not for any vindication of anything. It's not to single out someone because that will be unconstitutional. And sana this applies also sa local government units, because as our friends in media know, even in Davao City, meron mga 37, I think, that tested positive sa drug test, random drug test sa isang department. So, sana this applies to all, hindi lang mag-single out.
Ma'am, sorry po. Idagdag ko lang po na specified kasi doon sa bill na including the president.
So, I hope including din lahat ng mga local government at lahat. Again, kung gusto niya ganito yung bill, he has every prerogative to write a bill, pass a bill, file a bill, and go through the committee. And if he deems that fit, na tama yung wordings at madedepensa niya yun, sana lang po madepensa niya yun in the committee, in the floor, in front of everyone, and not pass it on to another congressman dahil bill niya po to. So, you know, we will follow the process. We respect his knowledge and his intent on this. Sana lang the intent is good para sa kabutihan ng taong bayan, because we are legislators to file bills for the betterment of the Filipino people at hindi para mang-asar or mang-single out or use your position to do things na may personal aspect po. So, yun. Sana po, madepensa niya at magpakita po siya dito sa Kongreso. Yun lang po.
To quickly just add on, I guess tayo naman dito, no, our friends in the media and us also working in politics are aware of the noises around. And to specifically, just to answer also directly what Tina said, to include specifically a position might also infer that there might be, you know, as much as I hate to say it, sana naman walang personal agenda, no, yung mga fina-file natin ng mga bills. In fact, what we do here in the House is we always look at the Filipino people, no? If the intent is for the Filipino people, we welcome them to file any kind of bill. And of course, it will go through the processes of, you know, committee hearings, public hearings, and we will go through the process so that we can also make the best version out of the bills that are being filed. Pero yun nga, we hope na lang to see that there should be less amounts of personal agendas in the filing of bills and more towards the vision of a better country, a better place for the Filipino people, and also, you know, just to protect then everyone, no. So again, we would call on the wisdom of, you know, we've had already, as what Congresswoman Miggs mentioned, there was also a Supreme Court case na rin, and it was also deemed unconstitutional. There were bills filed previously in the previous Congresses also targeting, or at least, well, including local government officials that didn't really go through because of the Supreme Court case. So again, we would leave this to the wisdom of all the agencies, players involved, but we can get also at least a clearer picture on how this should go. So, ayun na.
I guess na sabi naman po lahat, but just a quick comment on my part. On its face, mukhang maganda naman po yung batas. We haven't had the time yet to read specifically kung ano po yung nandun. But I think that's the challenge po talaga sa mga nag-aaral po ng batas. Alam po natin na, yun nga, nabanggit ni Congresswoman Nograles na meron pong Supreme Court case already that tackled this, and actually it was deemed unconstitutional to include drug test as a mandatory step or as qualification of candidates. So we would be very much interested po siguro to see ano pa talaga yung laman ng batas na ito. In what words was it couched? Would it be able to pass that constitutional barrier from previous iterations? And I think yun po yung talagang mahirap po dito. Madali lang po mag-file ng panukalang batas, madali maglagay ng magandang explanatory note na clickbait or catchy, pero it really comes down to the quality of the legislation. And I think we're excited, hopefully, to see our esteemed colleague na mag-attend po sa hearings and defend this bill. And we'd like to see his opinions po kung paano po ito magpapasa sa committee. And we're excited to tackle it naman po. Yun na po.
Again, lilinawin namin, no, para sa amin dito, maganda yung intensyon ni Congressman Paulo Duterte. Having said that, mas excited po kami na makasama siya sa committee hearings. Pag pinatawag na to ng tamang komite, excited po kaming makasama siya. Maging malinaw po tayo doon. Maraming salamat po.
Bibian Gulia from Channel 2.
Yes, good morning. Follow-up lang po. What can you say about the timing of the filing nitong panukalang batas na ito after nang mag-resign from the Marcos Jr. cabinet yung kapatid ni Representative Duterte? And what about, I'm curious lang din ako kung saan kayo nanggagaling when you were parang asserting na dapat ay para mag-attend to defend the bill, yung author nitong panukalang batas. And meron po bang rights na ma-violate kung mapapasa po itong panukalang batas na ito?
Well, wag natin pangunahan kung anong rights ma-violate because the committee still has to hear on this, no? Sa amin lang, on the timing, it's within his right to file, anyone's right to file with regardless of what had happened externally. Kasi every congressman, as part of their job, is really supposed to be filing bills that they think would be good for their constituents or the country. So, wag natin lagyan po siguro ng connection ang mga bagay-bagay. That's an unfair insinuation. And let's listen to the committee in any committee hearing for any congressman. If you are the author of a bill, you really do have to show up and defend your bill and explain why you want that bill to pass to the committee, for the committee members to pass it, and then later on in plenary for the majority, at least majority of the House members to support your bill. So, kailangan talagang pumunta doon at i-depensa ang bill to the best way that a legislator can. Siguro yun lang po.
Are there any additional related questions before we move to next topic? Related? Okay. Red Mendoza from Manila Times.
Good morning po. Of course, this is related, yun nga, yung file na, yung bill na final nga ni Congressman Duterte nga, is related nga doon sa sinasabing pasabog daw nung sinasabing former lover ni Congressman Torrendo, si Cathy Binag, na sinasabi nga na nagda-drugs nga raw yung si BBM. And dinamay na rin pati yung anak, yung first family na rin. So, I mean, of course, when you say the timing is not suspect, pero it's still suspect pa rin po. What is your take on this?
You know, I think we answered this already, diba? Kung sino nagsalita, whoever talks, tingnan nyo muna kung credible ang nagsasalita. Look at the background. If credible ang mga sinasabi ng isang tao. But also, your questions are unfair to say ang timing. Kung totoong magaling kang legislator, alam mo yung trabaho mo, you will not file a bill and waste the resources of Congress and time to go after one person for personal reasons. Huwag ka na lang siguro mag-congressman kung yan lang po yung gagawin nyo. Kasi hindi yan ang trabaho ng isang congressman. So, with the timing and all, we cannot speak for him why he filed that. And I'm sure the good congressman has good intentions for that, regardless of the timing. Sana lang po, no? Tingnan natin sa committee, tingnan natin how he will defend it, and make sure this is not going to be unconstitutional, and this applies to everyone. All officials, all candidates, all local government, lahat. Hindi lang isang tao Kasi kung isang tao lang naman yung gusto mo, you don't need to file a bill siguro. Don't waste the resources of Congress and our time. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Elson Gismoria from Manila Bulletin.
Hello po, just to clarify something. Anyway, good morning. Kong Pami said excited po siya na makita si Kong Polong to participate. What does this mean? Hindi niyo po ba siya nakikita na umaattend sa mga hearing? And even kung nagsalita siya or hindi, have you seen him around dito sa House, dito sa plenary, during sessions? Just curious po. Sa lahat po, sa lahat.
Sa lahat ba? Hindi, excited talaga ako kasi siguro hindi ko siya nakakasabay lang sa mga hearing. Posibleng iba yung mga committee na kinabibilangan ko at kinabibilangan niya. Kaya excited naman po ako na pag tinalakay itong bill na to ay makasama naman siya.
Ako, siguro babalik ko yung tanong sa inyo. Nakita niyo na ba? Tumatawa kayo, tinatanong ko.
Sa live stream lang po kasi yung madula. No, I'm just kidding. But have you seen him around? Just your personal, ano po? If you've seen him around lately.
Personally, I haven't seen him here nor in Davao. So, kayo tatanungin ko, nakita niyo na ba? Kayo, yun na. Pati sa Davao, hindi ko nakikita. Gusto ko nga sana eh.
Okay.